my channel. If you are new, then welcome and don't forget to subscribe. Today's video is going to be the first episode of my new motivation series. On my Instagram, you would have seen that I was trying to figure out whether it was something that people wanted to see or not, and pretty much everyone wanted to see it. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, follow me, because I'm going to be doing more like Q&A stuff and poll stuff just to get an idea of what people want to see. And yeah, I'll do some Q&As in the future probably, so I'm gonna need questions for that. Today's episode is going to be about self-worth and cultivating your self-worth. So what I mean by self-worth is just the ability to recognize your worth, recognize your value, your existence, and the importance of your existence as well, whether that be just in general, in the workplace, in your family, in all of your relationships. And it is really important to be able to get to a stage in your life where you really are in touch with your self-worth. As I've titled the video, Cultivating Your Self-Worth, like, it is a process and not everyone will ever really be 100% there. There's always going to be things that bring you down. There's always going to be things in your life that happen that will kind of bring you back. Like sometimes you'll feel like you'll take 3 steps forward and 5 steps back, and that is okay because it is all a process. It is all a journey. Finding yourself, discovering new things about yourself, healing is all a process, so you can't beat yourself up if you get to a certain age and you still feel like you don't fully understand your self-worth. Like, personal growth is a process, and so everybody's process takes time, so you don't need to beat yourself up about it if you haven't got to where you want to be. In regards to kind of self-worth and self-esteem, I saw this really nice quote from Malcolm X, which was something along the lines of, acceptance from others means nothing unless you learn to accept yourself. And that is something that I feel like everybody should just swear by. I think it is so important because you can have the whole world looking at you, valuing your existence, loving you, telling you so many things and just praising you just for who you are. But if you don't believe that, and you don't believe what people are telling you, you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in your source, you don't believe in your worth, you don't believe in your ability to achieve great things, then all the nice things that everybody else is telling you just means nothing if you don't believe it yourself, or if you can't tell yourself that that is true. So the whole point of cultivating your self-worth is being able to learn to accept that, which I will go on to talk about in a minute, and just learning that it is okay to, you know, have some self-confidence. It doesn't make you vain, it doesn't make you a narcissist, it just means that you can appreciate yourself and congratulate yourself, reward yourself for being who you are. I'm going to kind of talk about some of the best ways to kind of start your cultivation journey, I guess, of self-worth, if you're already on that journey, or go through times in your life where you're struggling with that confidence, because sometimes you can be all the way up here and then something happens in your life and it brings you back down, and that is okay. That is completely normal. It happens to the best of us. So I would say that one of the really important things to be able to help you with learning more about yourself and kind of increasing your self-worth is to learn how to say no. So a lot of the time people tell you, you know, you need to say yes more, you need to take opportunities, say yes, say yes, say yes, just do everything that everybody throws at you. But it is okay just to take a step back and be like, actually, I need some time for myself. If people are constantly asking you to go out, to go to places, or you've been thrown a load of things to do and you just say yes, 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 it can be overwhelming, and then you've got so much to do, so many other people to think about, you don't have time to think about yourself. So sometimes it is okay to say no, and you should never feel like you're saying yes to benefit someone else. If you're saying yes just to benefit someone else and it's not benefiting you, then that's a problem. Obviously, if someone needs help and you want to help them, you're not gaining anything from helping them except the kind of moral satisfaction of knowing you've done something good. But if you're helping someone, doing something for them is bringing negativity to you, then that is not okay. So learn to say no if that situation is toxic, if it's bringing you negativity, if you just feel like you're burnt out. Like, it is okay to just take a step back and be like, you know what, I don't want to do anything, I need to appreciate myself more, take some time out. Like, just, if you have to, then just do it. Also, like I kind of mentioned before, it's so important to learn how to accept compliments. I mean, not everybody is very good at this. I don't think I'm very good at this. I'm still working on that myself. I'm still working on this whole cultivation journey myself. But learning to accept compliments and to not say, if someone's telling you, oh my gosh, like you're so intelligent, or you look so nice, or something, you know, complimenting you, your physical appearance or your personality or your intelligence, then it is okay to be like, oh yeah, I know, or just to say thank you. Like, it's not, you don't always need to negate what the person is saying, because most of the time if someone's complimenting you, it is coming from a place of kind of genuine thought. So it is important to learn how to take them and to know that that can really boost your confidence as well, and it can help you sometimes when you do gain a lot of compliments to believe what those people are saying. So if people are telling you, you know what, you're doing a really good job, like I really liked what you did there, you can kind of learn to believe that yourself and think, you know what, actually I did do a really good job and I'm proud of myself. So it is important to listen to people and to believe people when they do compliment you. With kind of comments that people give you, it is also important as part of your self-worth to accept the negative comments as well as the positive comments. Like if someone's giving you some constructive criticism, or they're telling you that maybe you could have done this differently, shutting them down and being like, no, I did it perfectly, that's not going to help you to grow as a person. That's not going to help you to improve. If they're giving you some slight negative feedback, but it's from a place of good and they're trying to help you to grow or help you to improve in a certain skill, then you should take that on board. Like, you shouldn't just dismiss it, because they're trying to help you to grow, and then that can help you to help yourself to grow. I hope that makes sense. Appreciating your self-worth and really learning to respect yourself is also comes from learning to express your needs. That can be expressing your needs to yourself. So if you need to take a day off, you need to take a step back and just lie in bed all day, you need to practice some self-care, you need to take some time to have a conversation with someone you're close to, then you need to express that to yourself and give it to yourself. Because if your body is crying to relax, you need to give it what it wants. And the same with if you're in a certain relationship with a partner or your friends or your family and something happens, you need to be able to express your needs. If you don't feel like you're getting any good from a situation, you need to be able to express yourself and say, you know what, I don't like how this is, or I feel like I need more from this. And by being able to do that, you can make positive changes in your life that can really kind of boost your confidence and boost your self-esteem, and being able to kind of stand up for yourself, I guess, and talk about what you need and what you want. That is really important, and that will really help you to kind of understand yourself a bit more and to allow other people to understand you. Ultimately, the whole concept of cultivating your self-worth and understanding your self-esteem and your value in your existence comes from ultimately just learning to love yourself. I think that sounds terribly cliche, but it is completely true. Like, if you don't love yourself, you can't expect yourself to give your all to other people, or to wholeheartedly love other people and allow them to love you if you can't love yourself. Because if you can't accept their love properly, you can't accept your own love for yourself. So I think it's definitely a process, and people can help you along that process, but ultimately the only person that can really help you with that self-worth journey is yourself. So being able to take the time to reflect on how you're feeling, to reflect on what you need, to reflect on what you need from other people as well as yourself is so important, and that allows you to really flourish and allows you to get more in tune with yourself and what you need as a person. And it allows other people to respect you more as well, because if you create those boundaries for respect, then more people will be able to understand that, and you can create more positive relationships with people that are in your life. Also, cultivating your self-worth comes from, if you do have negative events that happen in your life, being able to reflect, and like a part of that healing process comes from learning to rebuild that self-worth as well. So if that's healing from trauma or healing from any other negative things that have kind of set you back in your life, whether that's losing your job, financial struggles, relationship issues, then learning to rebuild that kind of relationship with yourself will really help you to go back into that positive place that you were in before. And so everything that I've mentioned is so important to be able to kind of bring that happiness back into your life. So that is the end of this video or this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. With this series, I'm going to talk about a lot more topics within like mental health, self-image, self-care, things like that, because I feel like sometimes a lot of people need to hear it and have a little bit of a reminder of how important these things are, and not many people do talk about it. So please let me know what you think about this. I hope this video was helpful. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.